What is up, guys? It is Duke here, and today we're going to be kicking it old school with a little throwback nostalgia. What I'm talking about with the old school is the witches. Now, it's not terribly old school, but we're probably looking about a year ago when mass witch attacks were all the rage. Since then, they have been buffed in a pretty drastic way to I would say drastic enough where you don't really see too many of these ladies floating around these bases anymore, spawning up their little guys. So it's pretty cool. Anytime you do get a chance to check out a witch raid and it's done well. The attack we're going to look at here in our most recent war, it's not a full all-out witch raid. We're looking at four different witches being brought into the army comp. So we're going to go in, we're going to look at them. It is by Salt Life here on Cerveza. Pretty good looking attack here. We're going to go check out this base here. Not an extremely maxed out base. You can see walls are relatively weak, but we do have high point defenses here, archer towers, cannons are all done up. As far as the wizard towers, they are all maxed out for Town Hall 10. Lower level heroes, which is true, but we still got three level 3 X bows, and also we got some level 2 Inferno towers right in the center there. So, for the most part, these are the kind of bases that you're seeing in a lot of wars. I know I've been bouncing around to a ton of clans, visiting a ton of cool, awesome people, and honestly, these are a lot of the bases that we're seeing. So it's nothing extraordinary. They're not terribly weak. So. Pretty good base here, especially if you don't get your initial funnel down. So we're going to go check out how Salt hit this base. First thing we want to do is look at his composition here. Of course, he's got the heroes in there. He's got the healer in there. Healers are in there for her queen walk. And then we got a little bit of golem action. Then we got 5 bowlers. We got bowlers hidden away in those CCs. 8 Valkyries, and the 4 witches there. Of course, we got wall breakers to punch them in. So basically, this is like a Gobo witch with Valkyries. With any ring base, you want to funnel properly so that you can make a path into the center of that base there. Uh, Best way to do that, really, with what we've seen, is some bowlers, some queen walk action going through, clear a path, and as you've seen of late, we need trailers. We need trailers to come into this base, to hop on in behind somewhat of a tank there, and to attack that town hall. In this case, and many cases that you've seen recently, the trailer is going to be the Valkyries. Before the most recent update, a lot of times it was the miners. You would have bowlers just clearing a path, bulldozing a way out, creating a wave for the miners to jump through. Now it pretty much is going to be Valkyries to jump through. So let's go ahead. We will jump into this attack here. What Salt's going to be doing is bringing in a queen walk from the top of the base here, taking out those collectors, going to take out that archer tower and those 2 cannons there, and potentially that air defense. Here comes the walk breakers. They're going to blow up right in there. Pop goes the wall. Down that goes little wall breaker. He's going to roam all the way in. He's not going to make it. In comes down the golem. He is going to tank, going right after that cannon. That'll be taken down. He's going to transition down to that air defense. You got Expos locked in, and then comes an interesting spread here of these bowlers, and the witches are dropped all down behind. Bowlers in the CC coming out. As you can see, that funnel is already being made here. It's in the process. In comes some air mines bombs coming down, and we have more witches on the outside there. They're going to be taking their way back into the base here. As you can see, out comes the clan castle troops. We got some air troops here. We got minions, still a few more tucked away in there. Now the queen, she is going to lock onto the center of this base here, take out those minions. Keep your eye on that dragon here. Meanwhile, witches are going through. They're boosting out those Larrys are coming through. Jump spell down. Now at this point, you can see it's trailing back behind. Here comes the red-headed ladies. They're going to come through. They are focused in on that town hall. Queen is locked in there. We got all kinds of stuff going on there. And meanwhile, the witches are back underneath there We got them just spawning up those skeletons. And here we go. In goes the skeletons. They are creating enough of a distraction for that back end Inferno tower. Meanwhile, the freeze goes down, and those girls just go through and they go nuts. Dragon is creating havoc down here for those ground troops. Meanwhile, Queenie, she comes across and she saves the day, taking that out. Meanwhile, a couple witches are still standing. They are unloading on their skeletons. They're going to pop out. But pretty much at this point, this raid is in the books here. Got a raid spell down. Spells are gone. Queen is still standing. Meanwhile, those Valks are just going to go through and tear up. So this is like a ladies first raid, and they are taking it home. Excellent job here by Salt Life. Seemed like it might go a little bit haywire at first with those bowlers, a little bit of a spread. But as you can see, he got the job done. He recovered with that funnel, opened this base up well enough to be able to get that jump spell down, be able to focus in on the expos and the infernos and that town hall, create enough area for those Valkyries just to come through and jump in. If you guys can create that big, huge funnel, you have success in getting down to that town hall. So a pretty good way is to use those witches. They can spawn enough skeletons where they will distract. Big thing with this game, as you guys know, is distraction, whether it is a tank or spawning up these skeletons. That is a good way to get into one of these ring bases here and just open it up. So pretty good raids there. I was digging it. I was happy to see that. A little bit different than what we've been seeing as of late. So anytime you can see a new pretty cool attack, that is good to go. And I know one thing, I've been kind of bummed with having the nerfs to the witches. Hopefully with this next update, we might see a little bit of a buff here, get these witches back into things. Like I said, I know when I was like a mid-level Town Hall 9, being able to use some of those level 2 witches and just be able to fire through bases, it was a good time back when GoWiWi was cool. We got some GoBoWiVa. There were some good options here. And as you guys know, right now, Town Hall 9 is a plethora basically of different attack options. Town Hall 10, not so much. Hopefully, like I said, if they can give some boost here to the witches, maybe get a little bit of a boost to the miners again, bring them back up, give them more of a buff. They were nerfed down. They're pretty much pointless now for even farming and in war just because they get taken out so hard. So hopefully we can get some boost back. We need to bring Town Hall 10 back to life. I know when I went to Town Hall 10, it was fun. It was great. Update dropped, and a lot of Town Hall 10ers now are just in the pits, and they're dipping. They're trying to get 2 stars. It's tough unless you're an excellent attacker to really get those 3-star attacks in versus another max Town Hall 10. We're not seeing it too much. We're seeing the Town Hall 11s drop down. I would really like to know what you guys are using. If you guys are Town Hall 10, if you're seeing it in your clan, what are these guys using? What is the new Town Hall 10 meta that you're seeing, if anything? And I'm not just talking about mass bowlers, healers. Been there, done that. It's kind of getting old seeing, especially seeing Town Hall 11s using it. Like I said, I like seeing some mix up in some of these raids. Like I said, with P.E.K.K.A.s maybe making their way back in. I know eventually I will put my resources into getting up to level 5, but still I don't really see much happening. Right now, HPHB at Town Hall 9 is going well, but I think right now it's staying there at Town Hall 9. So not really seeing it coming up to Town Hall 10. But give me some feedback, guys. Drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and we will catch you guys next time. Later.